Hi, this is our review section where I look back over the last week, the last five um, units, and these are the five uh, bits of language that we looked at. And it's really important, not really just to understand it. If you're going to use it, you have to have it in your mind so it will come out. So I think review is very important. So let's just, first of all, you listen and repeat after me. Well, my flat is on the 15th floor of a 25-story block. Actually, I think it must have been about 10 years ago. Unfortunately, I do. I suppose the vast majority of children learn most of their academic skills in school. Actually, there is nothing particularly exceptional about it. Okay, now let's just have a quick look at each one and do a little bit of practice of making substitutions to be comfortable changing the pattern. So we take the first one. Well, my flat is on the 15th floor of a 25-story block. So you say that again now, please. And then in the gap, you speak, then I will say the sentence and you check your answer. So the first one, 15th, 20 floor, 25. My flat is on the 25th floor of a 20, sorry, my flat is on the 15th floor of a 25-story block. Just checking you were listening. Next one, second 9. My flat is on the second floor of a 9-story block. Next one, top 22. My flat is on the top floor of a 22-story block. Next one. I think it must have been about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. You say it. I think it must have been about 10 years ago. Number 2, about 6 months ago. I think it must have been about 6 months ago. A couple of days ago. I think it must have been a couple of days ago. Next one. Unfortunately, I do. I do. You say it. Unfortunately, I do. Number 2, I cannot. Unfortunately, I cannot. And number 3, I have. Unfortunately, I have. Next one. The vast majority of children learn most of their academic skills in school. me just check where we are. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Let me say it again. The vast majority of children learn most of their academic skills in school. So now, sorry, you say that. Next one. My friends study extremely hard. The vast majority of my friends study extremely hard. Number two, Chinese people prefer tea to coffee. The vast majority of Chinese people prefer tea to coffee. Number three, people would like to have a lot of money. The vast majority of people would like to have a lot of money. And then next one, there is nothing particularly exceptional about it. It, you say it. There is nothing particularly exceptional about it. Number two, the restaurant. There is nothing particularly exceptional about the restaurant. Next one, him. There is nothing particularly exceptional about him. Good. So you've got to look at these phrases, structures, and think about how you can change words to use them in different situations. About 10 years ago, a couple of days ago, about 15 minutes ago, and so on. But the good structure is, I think it must have been. So now, then you should think about how you can use them, practice using them in questions so that they will come easily when you're speaking in the IELTS exam or just generally speaking. For example, suppose the question was, I'll just give you think of something. Can you tell me about where you live? Well, actually, my flat's on the 15th floor of a 25-story block. And to be honest, there's nothing particularly exceptional about it, but I like it a lot. It's quite new. I don't know exactly when it was built, but I think it must have been about 5 or 6 years ago. And the vast majority of people in the building are really friendly and pleasant. I would like to, ideally, I would like to have somewhere a little bit bigger, but unfortunately, I cannot. It would be too expensive to move just at the moment. That's just an example. Of course, you don't have to use all of these in one answer to any question or in one thing that you're trying to say, but you want to keep thinking of how to bring them into your spoken language. Right, we'll stop there.